It is a good map.
Right, right, boys.
Let's get killed. Yay, that was terrible.
It's right off the bat, off to a great start.
Oh man, I haven't even killed one person yet. One! Give me one, please.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck, I got someone. I got one person.
Look, Ma, I got a kill.
And I got about 2 deaths in between that for me. Fucking hell.
I need to get in the zone, the auto zone. Oh, man. Jeez. Wow.
What the fuck are these people?
Man, I'm the worst. Dude, this is probably the worst match I've actually played since I started this game. Like this, we're getting pummeled, man.
Hey, I killed 2 people.
26 and 27 and 4. Oh, and this is
absolutely
God.
terrible.
Jeez.
Oh, why?
Oh, finally, I got a kill. Now I can sleep peacefully tonight.
I got a double kill. Who wants to touch me inappropriately?
Steve of horror.
You kill someone and they kill you at the same time.
Oh.
Oh, what? What happened?
The world may never know.
What is kind of off-putting is when everyone's sprinting and all you got is the constant panting noise.
Yeah, it's...
Everyone's like really overweight or something. Halo reached for the controller.
It's funny when I can't tell who's like a teammate and who's an enemy, so I just hear a bunch of breathing and I'm like, who is it? Show yourself.
It makes you really paranoid. Show yourself. You bastard.
Reveal yourself, you panting phantasm.
How I survived that, I have no... Whoa! Oh, there we go. I got killed. No, I just literally ran to the corner and shot 2 people who should have killed me, and then someone who I couldn't see at the distance killed me.
Killjoy.
I killed Raptor Jesus.
On the 3rd kill, he will rise again. Wow. I had someone on the enemy team on one match on this. It was called Sneezing Anus or something
Ooh,
like that.
Sneezing Anus.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
I just knew as soon as I saw that, I was just like, yeah, this is definitely Halo. So I had someone getting really salty for losing, and I've also got someone with a really ridiculous kill, like, gamer tag.
It's funny, no one's gotten mad yet in voice chat. I don't think I've even heard anyone speak in game chat yet.
Oh, no, like, literally voice chat, for some reason, it comes out of my speakers rather than my headphones. I don't know why. So I've turned that off, so all I've got is the text chat.
Oh, gotcha.
So I just kind of break that open to see if like anyone actually uses it, and there's literally the only time I've seen it being used is just basically saying someone basically saying you're fucking cunts.
Yeah, I'm really upset that no one's threatened to fuck my mom yet.
Yeah, yeah. I have yet to have a redneck say the N-word to me.
Disappointed. Refund.
I know, exactly. 0 out of 10.
This is not the real Halo I know.
This isn't the hive of scum and villainy I used to play when I was about 16.
Ooh, good reflection. I like this map.
Yeah, this was from Halo 2, if I remember rightly.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have the rocket launcher in the big, like the trench at the beginning. Everyone used to throw grenades into, and it would just to throws towards them so they could grab it early before the enemy team. Yeah. and everyone used to use noob tube on this map as well, quite a bit.
Oh jeez, YouTube.
Yeah, I'm surprised I've not seen many people do that yet.
Yet, that's the key word.
It's not a question of if, it's a question of
SWAT.
SWAT.
I do love the announcer in this game.
Killjoy.
Kilimanjaro.
Running riot.
Balls taken. I mean, he does that sometimes.
Gain the lead.
Gain the lead.
Metal Gear.
Gain the yeet.
Game.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yep, I was wondering how long that was going to last for. How long we'd have the high ground, Anakin. It's over, Anakin.
Lost
I have
the
the high
lead.
ground.
You underestimate my power?
What was that? Was that like a yuppie Anakin?
I don't know.
Tied the leader.
It's like a butt head, like, you underestimate my power.
Lost the
Hey,
lead.
check it out.
Power.
That guy thinks he has the high ground.
You said hi.
Lost the lead.
I am Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'm the great Kenobolio.
Ready Jedi for my bunghole. Oy.
I really want a Star Wars crossover with Beavis and Butthead. Get that on Disney Plus.
That would be incredible. Yes, please. Can we just get that as a mod for Battlefront 2? That would be incredible.
Just like the simulations.
Oh no! There's actually a new edition of Battlefront 2 that's just come out.
Yeah, I saw that. It had a lot of stuff, it seemed.
It's basically all the stuff that they would like charge microtransactions for and stuff, or in-game credits, but they just give it to you, and all future updates you'll get for free.
Well, that's really nice. What a concept.
EA being nice. It's never gonna be sincere. There's always a but sort of catch.
If only EA would stop sitting on the Dead Space IP, I'd forgive them.
Yeah. That's a tale for another time. Die, you smug bastard!
We traded.
Me and this dude are just as terrible as each other, and we both killed each other!
I trade kills in this game constantly.
We spent about like 2 minutes just jumping and trying to shoot each other and failing miserably, and literally we both meleeed each other and killed each other.
Tied the leader.
Couldn't have been more poetic.
Leo Schwartz is as big as mine.
Wait a minute, it takes a while to get going sometimes. But that's a film I haven't seen in years. Revenge.
Yeah, Annika just saw Spaceballs for the first time. I was like, oh, you gotta watch this.
What was the other movie that she'd not seen at all until the first time that you showed her?
Nightmare Before Christmas, actually.
Ah, yes, yeah. That was awesome, by the way. That was.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of fun, what you did the other day, yeah.
Yeah, I ordered the tickets for that a year ago, so it wasn't until it was actually Sarah's Christmas present from last year.
Oh wow.
Until this year that she was able to actually use it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. But
You know, stuff like that you do have to book in advance, so.
Well, yeah, I literally just watched the countdown to when the link was going live, and I heard out like it was actually happening. Watched it like a hawk so I could get decent tickets.
Sitting there refreshing the page all day.
I was just at work. I had a couple of minutes downtime. I thought I'm just gonna keep refreshing it until I get a queue space, and then just buy it. Heavy breathing. Heavy breathing.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test.
It's kind of like the noise that you make when you get hit in Doom, the original Doom.
Oh yeah. Hey Grand, what's up, man? How you doing today? How was your weekend?
How the devil are you, good sir? By the way, do you have a mint? Perhaps some banana.
Revenge.
I've only gotten 4 kills. That's amazing.
I've not even looked at my stats. I don't. So they get
It's best I don't.
You just won't touch that.
Grant says went to a waiting for my flight back home. Oh, gotcha. Tuning in from Z Airport, I see.
Oh, cool. Where is he?
He said he went to a wedding.
Ah, right. Like in state or something.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where he's at. Where are you currently at, Grant? Where are you at right now? So I can come find you.
Tell me your location.
Yeah, GrizzlyRed would like to know your location. Give me your exact coordinates.
Sending care package.
Oh, you're in Austin Airport, so not that far from me, really. Dropped your phone and cracked it? Oh, F's in chat for his phone. Rip.
Yes.
It's a tough one.
Watch out, there's 2 people coming up the top. If you're up there.
I don't think I'm up there now.
That's the high ground. Fuck. Super Meta Boy. Oh no, Metal Boy.
Meta boy.
I think Meta Boy's better. You know, it's metal. I was like, fine.
For a Mega Man, I got ready for Meta Boy.
Have you seen that new Ryan Reynolds movie trailer, by the way?
I have. I'm not as excited for it as I was before I saw the trailer, if I'm honest. But it looks interesting. I'll see it probably.
It looks like GTA Online, the movie.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I'm so ready for it. I'm so gonna go see it.
I guess I was kind of thinking it would be more like a Truman Show, but maybe a little bit more funny. But it seems like it's not that at all.
It really well. If you're doing a GTA pastiche,
5 minutes remaining.
Truman Show, I don't think would fit. You'd
Yeah.
have to be balls out, flashy, stupid, rocket launchers, teabagging, whatever it is they're gonna throw at it.
Double
Just
kill.
stupid, ridiculous stuff.
Teabagging.
You can't really be philosophical in a movie about a game where you can like flatten grannies in a steamroller.
Yeah, I love how he's just getting run over and over again. But yeah, that seems pretty accurate.
Just a day in the life of it. Now, like every shirt that he's got, like bit of clothing that he's got is the same coloured shirt and pants.
Yeah.
Ah, bollocks! Someone's heading to the high ground.
Chief, do you mind telling me what you're doing with that board? Hitting the sick gnarl, Commander. You seen that?
What's that?
It's this video where it shows Master Chief with like a snowboard. He's like, Chief, mind telling me what you're doing with that? And he's like, hitting the sick gnarl. He shows him going down like a hill. Arbiter, show me your meme.
Sir, shredding this sick riff.
One of the funniest things I've seen is this video where it's Master Chief going, Arbiter, show me your meme so I can see if it is indeed cringe. And he goes, all right, here you go. And he shows him, he's like, I can approve and say this is indeed keck. What about you, Grunt? Show me your meme. And he's like, all right, here, Chief, here's my meme. And he's like, I'm afraid that is cringe. He just eats him off a cliff with the energy sword.
Nice. You know what your voice kind of reminds me of when it goes a little bit low? Like, have you seen the Lego movie or like the Lego Batman movie?
Yeah, I've seen the first Lego movie, yeah.
You sound like Lego Batman.
Lego Batman.
You do, like
I'm Batman.
Will Arnett that does Batman's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is Will Arnett. It sounds like Will Arnett doing Batman.
Jeez, Grant, I'm sorry, man. It's a shame your phone is falling apart. F's in chat.
The chat.
I'm Batman.
Oh.
Playing some Halo.
What are you buying?
What are you buying?
What are you selling? Stranger, stranger. Now that's a weapon.
This is a knife.
Crab battle. What are you doing with that, stranger? Hunting an elephant?
We gotta run. No, we need a fight. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Oh, there's like 4 guys next to each other.
Lost the lead. Tied the leader.
I got my inhaler, god damn it.
To get the sacred inhaler of Amon-Ra, protected from the enemy.
Arbiter, give me my inhaler.
What do you mean you forgot to pay?
Lost the lead. Revenge.
Hey, we gotta find a time sometime to get like a bunch of people into like a custom game of this. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, no, I'm planning to do that, like for a couple of streams here and there, just to get like big custom games going.
Do like crazy like pistols only, or no, like do like energy sword only, but with like max run speed or something.
Yeah. Sticky grenades or something.
I used to do that with my brother on 360. I would max out the jump height and the run speed, and we would do gravity hammers only and just try to see if we can hit each other.
I remember gravity hammers. Is it in this game?
I think it is, yeah.
Reach.
I think it was actually this map where I did that on.
Oh really? Nice.
Yeah. The only Halos I ever had on 360 were free in Reach because they were free with gold one time. But I would really only play them when my brother was like, I want to play something. I'm like, all right, I guess we're doing Reach or Halo 3. He didn't want to play like Call of Duty or anything else that I had, so Halo was like the game we would play.
Understandable. Ah, fuck. I'm sorry, Karma. I won't speak ill of Call of Duty ever again.
Activision wants to know your location.
Activision didn't like that.
You shouldn't have done that.
Now all of China knows I'm here. In all seriousness, no, the live-action Mulan looks like it could be quite good.
It does look good, and I'm not even like a big like fan of the original because I've only seen it once, and it was in school. Like I don't even remember it. So as an outsider, basically like a non-fan, I think it looks pretty good.
The thing is though, with like Chinese period dramas and stuff like that, it's a story that could actually be outside the realm of Disney anyway. Within reason. They'll probably do some kind of like mystic shit to make it sort of Disneyified. But yeah, I don't know if it's actually based in some bit of history or whether or not it's completely fictional.
I'm not sure. I heard someone say that there is actually like a legend
Sarah said, what was that you said, Sarah? Chinese folktale? Oh, right. No, but it's based on a Chinese folklore sort of thing. Alright, I didn't know that. I thought it was kind of fictional.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a folktale either until recently.
Well, if you want a bit of advice, don't bother going to see the live-action Lion King. Just stick with the animated one.
Oh yeah, I had no plans to see that.
That was disappointing in quite a number of ways. I mean, the visual effects look bloody good, but that's basically all that's going for it, in my opinion.
Yeah, the only movies I plan on seeing this year are 1917, which is like that war movie. It looks really good.
What was quite interesting is when we were in London, we were around Leicester Square. They have a massive Odeon cinema there, and they normally have like premieres there and whatnot, and they had a massive red carpet world premiere event for 1917.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which was pretty cool. Yeah. Unfortunately, didn't get any sneaky peekies at celebrities, but it was quite cool to be sort of around the area.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
It's awesome, and it's got really good reviews from people that I follow about movies and whatnot, and just critics in general.
If Jeremy Johns and Chris Stuckman say it's good, then I'm like, I guess I'll go see it. It's kind of my criteria.
I don't follow Chris Stuckman. I follow Jeremy though. He's quite a good litmus test to see whether or not something's good or not. The other people I definitely keep an eye on and watch their stuff a little bit more recently is Red Letter Media.
Oh yeah, them too. They're great.
Lots of their stuff recently. Like,
I love their half in the bags.
Best of the worst series is fucking hilarious.
Did you see their Dark Fate review?
Yes.
Oh, that was a good one.
I've not actually seen Dark Fate.
It's terrible.
I've heard a lot of yeah, you said it was terrible.
It's got downright awful.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of like mixed things about it, but they sort of said it's like the better of the.
I disagree.
Yeah, they said they didn't agree with the whole John Connor thing, but it's just kind of like what they did afterwards was okay. It wasn't perfect, but it was.
Oh, that was the final death.
Than Genesis.
I didn't actually mind Genesis for what it was. Like, I'd rather watch Genesis again than watch Dark Fate ever again. Like,
seen it.
Like, frankly,
watching it on another flight, and the flight had to end, and I didn't get a chance. Like, literally, the freeze frame I got when they paused the entertainment was like of Arnie's face putting that fake smile that he does at like the very beginning.
yeah.
Just playing landing to Heathrow Airport, just like this really like evil grin on.
I'm just imagining Arnold's face smiling, and it's just like this pauses, and you hear the guy, yeah, we're approaching our landing zone.
Pilots always talk like that, don't they?
Yeah. How does your captain speaking?
Experience a bit of turbulence. We might die. And
our plane is currently descending at 1,000 miles per hour. But not to worry, we should.
Our plane is currently descending a little bit faster than we anticipated. Please make sure your tray table is up.
Don't be alarmed by the depressurization of the cabin.
Pay no attention to the cabin crew flying.
Pay no attention to the engine we've lost.
The emergency exit is suddenly open for no reason.
Oh god.
Because little Timmy just had to get up and wander around the plane. Couldn't sit still, could he? Just had to play with the lever that was on the emergency exit. Just had to console. What a dick.
Oh god. Yeah, Dark Fate was not good, but I've kind of been trying to delete it from my mind. Frankly, it's like, oh yeah, that doesn't exist. Kind of like Alien Covenant.
I feel exactly the same about A Good Day to Die Hard.
I haven't seen that one yet. I think I've seen the first 3 Die Hards, but I don't think I've seen any others after that.
It makes 4 look good, and 4 was okay at best. It had its charm. Die Hard 4.
Lost the lead. Tied the leader.
But Die Hard 5 basically is the worst premise for like a Die Hard movie that they've had. It's so contrived.
One of my viewers, Brendo Morph, says, "Hey, watch it." You've offended him, I think.
Oh, right, okay, not as in, hey, comma, watch it, you might enjoy it. Just like, hey, watch it. I mean, it has a couple of good action scenes here or there, but I'd rather eat glass.
I'd rather eat glass.
I don't know, that's a bit extreme, but I just thought it was very... I mean, if someone likes it, fair play to them, but you're wrong.
Yeah, I've seen the first 3 Die Hards, and the first one was the one I really liked. I didn't really care a whole lot for the other ones. Like, they're fine, but like, you know, I don't know. The first one's like the good one.
I really like Die Hard 2. Like, I know that's like the Temple of Doom of the Die Hard series for a lot of people, but I really enjoyed it, and 3's really good. I think after 3, like anything after 3, you can just take or leave. Oh, fuck. It's just a wall of people. But yeah, Die Hard 4 was okay. Die Hard 5, you could just tell Bruce Willis just stopped giving a shit about just acting. Just being a character other than Bruce Willis.
The Grand says, "Have you seen Airplane, dude?" Who hasn't seen Airplane?
Oh, what, the Leslie Nielsen film?
Yeah.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Billy, you'll know. We're counting on you. I actually just recently watched Airplane for the first time in a long time. Because Annika had never seen it, and I hadn't seen it in a while, so like, oh, It's on Prime Video. Let's watch it.
Oh, nice.
It might still be on there.
Oof, assassin.
Assassin.
I just love backing someone in the back.
Assassino.
Gringo assassin.
It's your editore.
Oh, that must have been horrifying for that guy. Just literally ran at a corner and I just, like, reaction shotted him in the face. Didn't even have time to think. It's like, oh, fuck, person. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Revenge.
Oh, Brendo said, watch it to me because I said Covenant was awful. Dude, I will fight you. I will fight you to the death. I will die on the hill. The Alien Covenant is a piece of shit. Sorry.
I haven't even seen Prometheus.
Prometheus is bad too in its own way, but honestly, like, it's not. If you take it as its own thing, separate from Alien, it's fine. Like, it actually has some good moments and really good like music and cinematography. But Covenant has no redeeming qualities, in my opinion.
I honestly think they should have done that. They shouldn't have tied it in. I think
No.
they just, like, Ridley Scott, as much as, like, yeah, great for creating Blade Runner and Alien and stuff, but I don't think he knows what he's doing nowadays.
He doesn't. He's kind of like George Lucas, where he's like everyone's a yes man to him now, where they just do whatever and no one's there checking, make sure he's not going crazy.
Yeah. Although, I don't know. I think some people should have said, like, no to George Lucas a bit more on, like, King of the Crystal Skull.
Oh yeah.
Certainly, and some of the prequels. The prequels had their moments, but if he actually had someone sort of saying, well, why not do this instead of having a horrible line about sand, it's coarse and irritating. Just have something, you know, actors with chemistry together, or a script that didn't actually suck ass. You know?
Yeah, the prequels. Yeah, it's at this point, it's just good for memes. Like, I laugh. Like, my dad was watching, I think it was The Phantom Menace, I'm not sure. He was watching something the other day. I just kept laughing internally because I kept hearing all of, like, the lines that have now been, you know, iconic memes. Like, this is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Like all those.
Where the fun begins.
The fun begins. Yeah. I can't take anything seriously. I mean, not that I could before, but even more so.
Do it.
Grant says OG Predator is great. I enjoy the prequels as B movies. Blah blah blah. Yeah, OG Predator is good. And it stops there. And Predator 2 is okay, I guess, but
Predators was pretty good.
Predators wasn't bad actually for what it is. I haven't seen The Predator, but everything I've heard about it, I've heard pretty bad things, so I don't plan on seeing it.
No, I'm exactly the same with you. I've heard just nothing but just about it, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that unless it's a bad movie night with the guys type thing.
Yeah, you want to understand my my thing here is that I would rather watch Doom Annihilation 4 times in a row than watch Dark Fate or Alien Covenant ever. That's my
Doom Annihilation. I need to.
I still believe Doom Annihilation is actually pretty okay, considering.
I will hold you to that.
Like, I'm not sitting here saying it's like a great movie and you should go out and see it right now, but all things considered, it's enjoyable. For a Doom movie that shouldn't exist anyway. Like, it's fine. They did better than the 2005 one. Like, at least I can recognize it as Doom, whereas the other movie, if you take the Doom name away, you really can't tell what it is.
Yeah, and also if you didn't have nods like the BFG in it.
Right.
And the Pinky. Marcus
In the Pinky.
Pinzerowski.
I'm Marcus Pinzerowski, you call me Pinky.
Marcus Pinzerowski, you can call me Pinky.
God, I could talk about that movie all day. Ugh, it's the best.
As much as I've railed on it, it does have its like charm for being just so
Yeah.
unabashedly not anything to do with Doom.
Oh, hold on. Grant says I missed a question. What did I miss?
Oh.
Have I watched Old Boy? What's Old Boy? Is that a movie? Yeah, the Doom movie. Like during QuakeCon, my friend Grayson, he stayed over my house, and we watched the whole Doom movie one night. And then the
nice.
following night is when they had Master Pancake, who's like a live Mystery Science Theater.
I
They,
need to watch that. You
yeah,
sent me the link to that, and I need to watch it still. Just haven't got. around
dude,
to
you
it.
gotta watch it. It was like, I don't think I've laughed harder all year. Like that was the greatest.
Awesome.
It's just simple stuff, like the part where The Rock picks up the BFG and he goes, "Oh shit." That part comes up, he goes, "Oh shit," and the guy goes, "It's too heavy." I can compensate with this.
That's why The Rock's so hench now. He's been training for several years, so he can actually pick up the
First
fake BFG.
strike. Gain the lead.
Yeah, I can pretty much quote the whole movie. We were quoting it the whole time you were watching it at my house. We're under level 5 quarantine, so I'm just gonna have to strip search you girls. I take a dump. What now? Unless I'm shitting my pants right here.
That guy Portman was just. He was just a cartoon of how creepy he
The
was.
lead.
He didn't need to be a sex criminal,
No, yeah, like why?
druggy, but he was anyway, and bless him for it. You know, he may have killed Batman's parents in Batman Begins, but you know, that's not the worst thing he's done, let's face it.
Yeah, when I saw Batman Begins the first time, I was like, oh, it's Portman. It's like, what's he doing here?
That fucking scamp. What's he doing?
Lost the lead.
Is he sticking his balls in the chili? They sell to the homeless and stealing people's purses again. What a scam.
The research data!
Kat is very interested in Pokemon, just to a point where she sat in front of the TV.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, to a point where she stands in front of the, on top of the soundbar and just blocks half the screen.
That's a good time. Whoa. I just saw a guy jump across the map. Am I getting lag?
Across the map? What, the whole thing?
Not like across the map, but like a decent distance. Like I saw him, aimed at him, and then he just like, boop, like teleported.
Oh, right.
Look up Old Boy 2003. Okay, I'll do that after the stream.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch Old Boy, watch the original. Don't worry about the Josh Brolin remake.
I didn't even know there was a remake of...
Yeah,
Wait.
that's just because they didn't need to be, really.
Revenge.
Yeah, it's traded.
How did he not kill me?
Yeah, I'm seeing 1917. What other movies coming? Oh, in January there's a movie called Underwater coming out that looks really good. I hope it's not bad. Good. It's I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but it looks like Alien but underwater. Oh, it's called Underwater.
Oh, right.
It's like Alien underwater, where they go to this seafloor and then they like awaken some like creatures or whatever. I don't know. Looks really cool though.
Alien Underwater sounds like something that Ridley Scott just wishes that he'd thought of.
The Abyss remake.
I'll tell you what, it's a terrible movie series that I need to talk about, or we need to talk about at some point. Resident Evil.
I've only seen the first Resident Evil movie, and I did not like it.
Probably for the best. It only gets worse from there.
My dad's like, "What are you talking about? That's a good movie." I'm like, "What movie did you see?"
Because he doesn't play the game.
Like, I don't even. The only Resident Evil game I've played is 7, and even I didn't like the movie, so it's not like a fan thing. Like, I just don't think it's a good movie.
Out of all of them, that's the best one. That should really set the standard.
Oh yeah, that seems to be the case. Yeah. I'd rather just watch the Doom movie. They're kind of similar. Those movies are trash, Random Murph says.
I've watched all of them, just because I'm a sucker for like seeing things through to the end, and I kind of wish I hadn't. But I kind of wish I'm kind of glad that I did as well, because
See you later, Grand.
Shit, insane crap that I've ever seen, really.
Yeah. Wait, what did Brenda said? The Alien fandom seems very 50-50 on Covenant. I don't know about 50-50, but yeah. Yeah, Covenant was one of the first times I think ever where I've seen a movie in a movie theater and genuinely was so angry that I actually felt like hot, like my blood was boiling, and I actually almost left. Like I actually was really close to walking out. That's how mad I was. But it was almost like a train wreck where I'm like, I'm gonna stay. I have to see how much worse it can get.
Stayed for Dark Fate.
Yeah, I don't know why I stayed for that, to be honest, either. But I think you know what the difference is though. I think with Terminator, it was like I think I was just exhausted. Because with Covenant, that was like the first time I'd really felt like, wow, they really just screwed over, you know, the fandom, right? But Dark Fate was kind of like, well, this is the 5th time it's happened. Well, I guess I'll just.
Yeah, they kind of have just kind of gotten us very used to just disappointment with those movies now. You sort of see Terminator and it's not like, oh, that's gonna be an awesome movie. It's just like, oh, it's definitely gonna be double kick.
I think part of it too is that with Dark Fate, they fuck up the movie and the fandom in the first 5 minutes, and it was something that was spoiled to me beforehand. Whereas at Covenant, it's like a slow burn of crap that just gets worse and worse. So it's like it's not like the movie started and I was already like off, you know, not on board.
So it's like a I hesitate to say bait and switch, but it's like a
Game over.
It punishes you for watching it, for being a fan of the series.
That's how Covenant felt. It just felt like, oh yeah, all that stuff all that lore and stuff, yeah, none of that matters. We're just gonna do whatever the hell we want and just you know, not care at all about the established franchise. Brendo says, what made you mad? I mean, I don't want to go into specifics. I don't want to like spoil it or anything, but a lot. Just the timeline doesn't match, and the origin of the alien is completely ruined. It's ridiculous. They're like, oh, the alien? Yeah, no, it wasn't made the way you think it was made. This is how it actually was made. It's like, yeah, that's not it, Chief.
To clean our houses.
You're not far off, honestly.
They're like the Spanish maids of the sci-fi universe.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm just I rather Disney just freaking remake the whole franchise at this point.
Well, they can now, can't they?
Yeah. I read an article a while back saying they were remaking it, but that was like one article, so I don't think that was actually like credible. I don't know what's going on right now. Brendo says, I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, that in particular, the whole origin with the alien thing, oh, made me so mad. I'm really glad they're not going to make a sequel to that. I don't want to see it. To me, the only canon alien things are Alien, Aliens, and Alien Isolation. It ends there. That is it.
Not even Alien 3.
No, not even Alien 3. I mean, if you want to include Alien 3, I won't hate you for it, but I'm not including it.
Alien 3 is okay.
It's okay, yeah.
It's a nice finality to the whole thing. They just decided to keep it going.
Yeah, Alien 3 is... It's grown on me over time for what it is. Like if you just take away that crap at the beginning, it's fine. Like, it's okay, actually. It's pretty well made considering the crap they went through to even get the movie produced. But then you get to Resurrection and you're just like, what are they smoking?
It's the most early 2000s movie you'll ever see.
It really is. Although, it's
got the overall aesthetic of PVC leather.
Yeah, everyone's wearing leather, crash zooms, like everything.
Stuff that isn't made of leather, it just looks like it's all made of leather. Like the skin looks like it's made of leather. The way that it's graded and makes it look like fake leather. It's just it's like someone thought, like, oh, you know what they wear in the Matrix? Yeah, let's just make an entire movie out of that.
Tied the leader, lost.
Yeah, you're so right.
Oh, fuck you, the spawn killing. Sorry, carry on.
I don't care what anyone says. The Neos are cool. What the Neomorphs in Covenant? No, here's the okay.
I thought you meant the Neos. I said like that's a family show with like Neos.
Neo and friends.
Welcome to the Neos.
No, Brendo. Let me tell you something. Here's what pisses me off. All right, those Neomorphs, are they cool? Yeah, but they completely screw over the origin of the alien because they're actually better and a more perfect organism than the alien. That's the problem I have. Every creature all the creatures they try to introduce in Covenant are just upgrades, and the Xenomorph is crap by comparison.
That's the problem with prequels, that they really get wrong all the time, that they make the prequel monster better than the original monster.
It's like you can't do
Doesn't
that.
make sense. When you sort of trace it all back, it's baffling. And the reason why they do it is because they need to have a monster that's, you know, unique and bigger and badder and whatever, that likes to keep people watching. But people who are fans of the series are going to watch it anyway, and they're going to be completely calling bullshit, like you say, when they see something that's way better than the first creature in the first movie.
Yeah, the whole movie, I was just like, why? What makes the alien special anymore? If we can just have this neomorph thing that can kill you in 5 seconds. I guess I don't get it.
This one has a cup holder.
Yes, it has a cup.
Have a cup holder.
Like everything from the way in which the alien gives birth to how it attacks, everything about it was like, why isn't this like why do we even care about the xenomorph?
Yeah, how were they surpassed?
And the thing is too, the xenomorph that's in Alien Covenant is not even a xenomorph. It's actually a protomorph. It's not even the full-on xeno, so it's stupid. It's like, well, then why even bother? Like, just, oh, it's not the full xenomorph yet. We're not there yet. It's like, well, it's basically the same.
Prometheus, they should have just gone with Covenant.
The big issue is just the fact that no one knows what to do. Like with Prometheus, it started out as an Alien prequel, and then like halfway through they were like, oh, just kidding, no, it's actually its own thing. But there were still elements of the Alien prequel in there, so it just felt like a mess. And then with Covenant, he's like, he couldn't decide, like, should I make an Alien prequel or should I make a Prometheus sequel? And he just tried to do both, but neither, like, nothing worked. Like, neither fan base is gonna be happy, you know?
Shit.
It's like all the things from Prometheus that I wanted to see tied up and continued didn't go anywhere, so that disappointed me. And then all the things tied to Alien also disappointed me. But you're left with nothing. It's just like, why'd you even make this movie?
The fact that one of the major characters apparently from the first, like, the Prometheus movie, you don't even get to see what happens to her.
Nope.
Unless you watch a YouTube video.
Yeah, a YouTube video. God.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy.
That's a big pet peeve of mine, is having important information in a film somewhere else. Like Star Wars is really guilty of that, where they're like, hey, you want to know what's actually happening? Well, better read the 3 books that came out prior to the film. It's like, well, I shouldn't have to do that. The book should be supplementary, not required reading.
Yeah. But they've been doing that for years, haven't they? Expanded the universe.
Well, no, it's not just expanded. Like, expanded universe to me is like extra stuff. Like, oh, what was Obi-Wan doing in between movies? You know, that kind of stuff. But with the new movies, it's like, oh, do you actually want to know like what the New Republic is, what the First Order is, how they came to power? Well, you have to read the books, and we're not going to tell you in the movies, even though it's kind of important. Like, to me,
Yes, no, I
it's annoying.
agree with you. They did a complete ballsy job of the lore for the new movies, to a point where it just seems like the First Order just kind of came out of nowhere and we're just expected to deal with it.
Yeah. It just felt abrupt, because Force Awakens starts and you're like, oh, so we're basically back where we started in the original trilogy? There's another, like, empire? It's like, how'd this happen?
Super weapon that's a planet that's like the Death Star. And it's...
Yeah, I don't have any plan to see Rise of Skywalker. I keep forgetting it's even coming out. Yeah, I'm just watching Mandalorian. Mandalorian is the greatest show ever.
Awesome show.
It's so good.
It is really good. We're all up to date on the 5th. Fucking kid's really consistent with wanting to go and stand in front of the bloody TV. But no, I'm gonna go see Rise of Skywalker. Don't know why I said it like that. Skywalker.
Skywalker. You will die.
My birthday next month.
Game
So I shall let you know if it's any good.
I'm afraid the deflector's shield will be quite operational when your friends arrive. Brendo says, I love the neomorphs. The protomorph is cool too. If Covenant only had neomorphs, it would have... Wait. Oh, if Covenant only had neomorphs, would have been better? I mean, I guess. Have you guys seen Godzilla King of the Monsters? I have not. I didn't really care too much the first Godzilla. And I heard the sequel wasn't as good, at least in parts. I don't care for Godzilla in general, so.
I'm kind of the same.
Like, I don't know. Like, I think a lot of them are just really silly and cheesy. Like, a friend of mine made me watch Final Wars or something like that, and that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like,
Final Wars, what the heck?
Dude, Steve, that is like masterpiece of shit theater worthy, I'm telling you. Like, it was like an anime, but with real people. That's Like people running on walls doing ridiculous stuff that made no sense, just plots that don't make sense. Like,
Plot thickens. I'll have to add that to the list. I've got Amazing Bulk to consider as well.
amazing bulk. Oh, jeez.
Everything I've seen about it is just incredibly bad. And it's on Amazon Prime Video as well.
Is it? Oh.
Yes, it is.
Wow. I just recently.
There's also some riff track stuff on there too, like Samurai Cop.
Oh, God.
On there, so you can watch that if you're a Prime member, which is really funny. Recommend.
I just recently showed Annika the I hate everything video for Amazing Bulk.
Oh my god, yes. And what does she think?
She almost got fed up watching it. Just even his review, she was like, "What is this garbage? Turn this off."
Just the fact that it exists.
Just the fact it exists was sickening. Yeah.
Why? You know, why is this here? That's understandable, really. Her reaction is very, very much just.
No, I definitely understand, because I almost didn't get through his review of the Logan Paul movie, just because Logan Paul is so bad that even with someone else making fun of him, I can't do it. Yeah.
I hate Logan Paul with a passion, but I just love watching people rip into like douchebags like that. So I thought, yeah, I'll just give it a watch. And the movie itself does look like an absolute trash bag fire.
Pretty terrible,
So,
yeah.
I just love the fact that he does bring up some very good points when he's tearing these shitty, half-baked movies apart.
Brendo says King of the Monsters was a masterpiece. Brendo, I didn't hear anyone say it was a masterpiece.
Well, he probably said it himself, didn't he?
That sounded really mean. I'm sorry, Brendo. I didn't mean to sound like that. I just meant like a lot of the reviews I read ranged from like it's fine to like it's not as good as the original. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, because it's a pastiche of Airplane, isn't it? A really bad one.
Oh no, we're talking about King of the Monsters, Steve. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. So your mic keeps cutting out a couple of times. I'm missing stuff. So.
My internet might be acting up. Because yeah. Am I dropping frames? Let me check OBS. Nope, I'm not dropping frames. Weird.
I'm dropping frames on your ass, bitch.
But yeah, check out the trailer for Underwater, Steve, because it looks really good. I mean, it's like underwater horror, sci-fi, very alien-esque. My only worry is that it comes out in January and it's PG-13. Like, that kind of sends some red flags to me. But, you know. I had heard about it originally because someone said, oh, this could totally be a Cloverfield prequel. And I'm like, Cloverfield prequel? What are you talking about? And I watched it and I was like, oh, you're right. This really could be if they just change some actors and like change like one part of the story.
That's what they did with the Cloverfield Paradox movie. It was basically quite short, but they just retrofitted
yeah.
Cloverfield universe.
That movie was awful.
The original Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane shits all over the original. Just gonna say it.
10 Cloverfield Lane is one of my favorite movies ever. It's such a good movie.
Such a good film.
Cloverfield Paradox is the opposite spectrum. It's really bad. Cloverfield 1 is alright. I like it, but I don't think it's like the best thing ever. I think it's an enjoyable found footage movie with impressive effects.
Yeah, I mean the whole found footage thing was an interesting angle.
Yeah.
I don't know. The story in it was okay. The ending was a bit meh.
Most of my love for Cloverfield comes from the memories I have of what before it came out, being like, what's the monster look like? When's it coming out? What's this mean? What's that? Like just like the mystery and going online and reading forums and stuff as like a 9-year-old kid, being like, what's gonna happen? You know?
When that came out, jeez.
It came out in 2008, so yeah, I would have been like 9 or 10. January 2008, so yes, I would have been 9. Yeah, I was 9. Yeah, I'd go to my grandma's house and go on her computer and just look up information about the movie. Back when it was called 11808, it wasn't even called Cloverfield yet. Brando says, if I stay with you for QuakeCon, I think we need to watch King of the Monsters. I'm a big Godzilla fan. Hey, I mean, I'm not gonna object.
I'd so love to go to QuakeCon with you guys, like proper QuakeCon would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be, it'd be freaking awesome to have you guys there. QuakeCon this year was kind of a mess, I'll be honest, but hopefully they'll improve next year.
How come? What was the messy about?
Well, the thing is, they added a bunch of security measures this year that they've never had before, and it really ruined the pace of the event. Which, on one hand, I'm like, okay, I get it, security, whatever. But on the other hand, like, we've never had that at QuakeCon, and now that all of a sudden to have it, it just was like, oh, this sucks. Like, compared to previous years, this is a painful, like, experience. Because you had to, it got better as the days went on, but the very first day of QuakeCon was abysmal because you had to wait in line forever to get in, first of all, when you first got there, which is normal, but it was extended because of the security. And then once QuakeCon actually started and you were ready to go, if you had to go to the bathroom, you had to go to the bathroom, and then when you were done, get back in line to go through security again, every single time.
You're joking.
No, I'm not joking.
Any, like, tags to say, oh,
Nope.
I've been checked, sort of thing.
Nope. So I went to the bathroom, and it was like a 10-15 minute endeavor because I had to basically get in this huge line and wait to get back in. And I was like, are you kidding me? So like, it was to the point where if I go to the bathroom, I'd be like, I'm just gonna hold it until I freaking can't anymore because I'm not getting up. Like, and yeah, it was just a pain. Like anything you did outside like the main rooms, you had to go to security again.
Oh, that sucks, man. That's really
And like I said, it got better. It got to the point where eventually they moved the checkpoints where you could still go to the restroom depending on where you were and not have to go again through the security, but it was still not optimal.
No,
And I think, oh, I got an assassination. That's the first time I've gotten one. Cool.
hey, nice. Well, usually compare it to ours. Ours basically just had one guy saying like, "Oh, what's in your bag?" Nothing. Okay, you can go in.
That's how it was in previous years. They just have a table with some people. They grab your bag, kind of pat it down, look through it, and be like, "All right, you're good." But this year they felt the need to have a freaking like security that rivals the airport. I mean, geez, like.
I suppose it was the year that you guys had like a lot of shootings in your country.
Yeah, and that's I assume that's why, because freaking the country is a mess. It sucks. It's like I get it. Like I get it. We don't need security, but like there's got to be a better way to do it where it doesn't just completely ruin the pace of QuakeCon to the point where I don't want to like leave. You know,
Yeah.
like oh, I could go to the bathroom, or I could just piss on the floor and not have to go to security.
I could go to the bathroom, or I've got this bucket.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, that was the other problem. There were two checkpoints. There was one outside because the way QuakeCon is at the Gaylord here is there's like BYOC. I know, silly name, right? There's the BYOC, then there's the exhibit hall, and in between that is like this esports area they had.
That was a good idea. Sorry.
I don't know, man. But anyway, you walk, so if you're outside all those rooms, like in like the foyer or whatever, you have to go through security. Then you have to go through the BYOC, but to get in the BYOC, you have to go through a second security checkpoint. So you can imagine. Now the second security checkpoint was less involved. There wasn't metal detectors or anything like that. It was just people with like, flashlights checking your bags. But still, the fact you had to go through two separate checkpoints every time you went back in, just,
That
it was
does
the
sound
worst.
like a bit too much security.
Yeah, it was
Really.
bad.
That's just.
So I'm really hoping they streamline it this year if they do it again.
Well, they need to do it so that it includes the area where you pass security includes the restroom facilities, so it's just all in one big area.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's a way they can just give you a card so you can just show it to them and they're like, oh, okay, you've been through security before, go in. Like what do you think I'm gonna do? Go to the bathroom and all of a sudden brandish a gun? Like how? Like you check my bag 5 times for coming in. I'm pretty sure I don't have a gun on me.
Come out with the fucking BFGs. It's like, teabag me, why don't you? Suck on this.
Gain the
But
lead.
other than that, it was fun as always.
Lost the lead.
Well, there was a serious lack of stuff to do in the exhibit hall this year other than to play Doom Eternal. Because they had a booth set up for Elder Scrolls Online, which, okay, who cares? Wolfenstein Youngblood, who cares? I can just play that in the BYOC, and I think they had some other, like, Elder Scrolls Legends booth or something, and I was like, again, like, this game's been out for a while. Like, why am I gonna play it at QuakeCon?
I was exactly the same with
Triple kill.
R1, because
Tiger.
R1 was tiny.
Lost the
You didn't really
lead.
have queues for it, which was good.
Overkill.
We played Doom Eternal
Killing
quite a few times, but they had
Tiger.
like other boosts. The Elder Scrolls Blades,
Lost
port for
the
the Switch.
lead.
Oh, Blades, yeah.
Was dead. And they had like the card game room, which apparently they're stopping development of.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Because they make such a big deal of it like every E3.
Bethesda's really, they need some serious help right now.
It's gone down quite a lot in my estimation.
Between
recently.
Legends falling apart,
Doing or
76.
sloping, but it's not good for them.
It's bad. I mean, Doom Eternal is the only thing I can think of they've really got in the immediate future that's worth of talking about.
Tide the leader.
And that's id Software. That's not even them. That's
Right, exactly. That's not even like a game made by their studio.
They're just completely
Lost the lead.
ruining. And it makes me
Tide
worried
the
about Elder
leader.
Scrolls 6.
Gain the lead.
Yeah, I want to see more of Starfield.
76 and what state that's been left in. It makes me sort of wonder what the heck are they going to try and shoehorn
Gain the
into
lead.
Fallout and to
Lost
Elder
the
Scrolls 6.
lead.
Hello?
Yep, still here. Sorry.
Oh,
Trying-
cool.
Sorry, I heard you. I was really focusing to get a headshot on this guy. Couldn't do it.
Oh no, carry on. Boosh.
Tide the leader. Lost the lead.
Yeah, hopefully with the big asterisks, we'll get an SDK out for Dusk on Tuesday. Hopefully.
Oh, was it Tuesday? This happened?
Yeah, Tuesday's the 1 year anniversary of Dusk's release out of early access.
Tide the leader.
That'd be nice. I'm looking forward to seeing what the modding community does with that.
Yeah, I've been waiting for the SDK for like over 2 years, and it's been painful. But I know they've been working hard on it. I mean, there's really like one guy who's doing it, so it's like I can't really complain a whole lot.
Oh wow, really? I didn't know.
Yeah, like I don't mind waiting for stuff as long as I know what's happening, you know? Instead of doing like a, you know, like a, like Quake Champions, where they just don't communicate with the fan base at all.
Oh yeah, no. If you talk
Like, just tell me what's happening. Like, you don't have to give me like a bunch of information. Just be like, hey, here's what's happening, here's why. Then I'm okay.
I think openness is very essential nowadays to
Yeah.
the development team. They need to be just as upfront. It's what I like about DICE at the moment with Battlefront 2's development and stuff, that the community, the way they've been handling it ever since the whole fuck up with the loot boxes and stuff. It's been really well done. I've sort of been dipping my toe into it and see what they've been coming up with, and they've been really listening to people, communicating updates really well, just generally being
Tide the
like
leader.
nice and setting expectations in check, which is really good. They look like they're trying their best to actually make a good game. And
Yeah, they're definitely trying, yeah. DICE has talented people. It's just EA. They're the problem.
Yes.
They continue to prove themselves wrong, yet they continue to fuck themselves over. I don't get it. Like Fallen Order, how it like sold so well. It's like, oh, what a shock, EA. A single player Star Wars game sold well. Yeah, I saw you said it was really good.
Such a good
lead.
it ends a little bit weirdly, but the last like chapter is really damn good. But it's one of the best single player Star Wars games I've played in ages.
That's really good to hear. I definitely will give it a shot at some point in the future when it's on a sale. I have too many games to play right now, as it is. So, but
Yeah, I hear you.
I hope this is gonna continue. I hope this isn't just kind of one-off. I hope we get more good Star Wars games from now on.
Kill. Game over.
Nice.
Wow, 17. Close game too. Brendo says, I feel like if I come to QuakeCon, I'll just want to hit up all the targets looking for new NECA figures. What target has NECA figures? None of the targets I've been to have a NECA figure section. So I don't think I'm gonna find any, Brenda. Sorry. That was a good match. Actually did all right.
Yeah, it was good. Probably got time for a couple more, and then that's me done.
Yeah, I'll probably do like 1 or 2 more, and then I might actually call the stream out, or call it off rather, because gotta do some stuff. It's really funny though, because like people don't want to like talk to me otherwise, but when I'm streaming, I get like calls and texts from people. It's really funny. Like my phone's been blowing up today. My mom just called me, and one of my friends is like, "Dude, I gotta talk to you," and I'm like, "Dude, I'm streaming. It's too late." Jump in chat if you want to talk. Oh, this map. Come on now. Here we go. Big John's still alive? Good, he is. Okay, because his head was kind of like falling over earlier.
Good old Big John.
Big John. Brendo says most targets carry a NECA section, the electronics section. Actually, all targets do, starting January 2019. I have not seen any. All I see at my targets are Stranger Things merch.
Gain the lead.
I gotta tell you, Brendo, my experience with NECA actually was kind of negative in the past. That's why I don't buy anything from them anymore.
Oh man, that sucked. I should have killed that guy. Oh.
What did you buy? Well, I've only bought like a few things from them, but I have a portal gun replica, and it's, you know, it's fine, it's great, but it's just, oh geez. Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
This guy's trying to get me banned on Twitch. Yep. No, I have a portal gun replica, Brendo, and it's fine. It's just, it feels very cheap, which is why I'm afraid to ever look at it. And there's one point where I got a replica Assassin's Creed blade, and that thing fell apart within like a week. The thing was garbage. And I've heard some similar things about some of their figures. And maybe that's not the case anymore, but I've had a negative experience with them in the past with certain things. Salty boyos.
It is true though, because for some reason this game, I don't know if Call of Duty is probably the same, it brings out the worst in people.
It really does.
So calm the heck down, you're playing social, not competitive.
Yeah, you're not an MLG. Come on.
No, exactly. You can't quick scope, no scope 360, monster energy drink, whatever kids are doing these days, floss dancing and
Floss dancing.
floss dance.
Oh, I'm sick and tired of hearing about Fortnite, man.
I mean, it was okay. I had an okay time with it. I'm not in a rush to replay it over again obsessively. I'm not.
Oh, we traded. No, my dad, all he does is play Fortnite, so I hear about it daily.
Oh, really?
Like on the way to and from work, he just talks about it all the time. So I have to hear all the latest information about Fortnite.
The trouble with Fortnite is the fact I just keep forgetting to build stuff.
Yeah, I don't like the building aspect in that game. I don't like extra steps. Like if it was just, here's the thing, if the game was just shooting, no building, and the time to kill was lowered and you could respawn, I would probably play it again. But I cannot stand the battle royale genre of having to die and then back out and, you know, search again, and, you know, the randomized weapon, you know, searching, and I don't know. I'm not a fan of that genre. It's not just Fortnite.
I quite enjoy PUBG for what it is. I don't really play it that often these days, but I definitely would say that that's more enjoyable to me than Fortnite. I
liked Apex at first, but that changed very quickly because I realized like I just can't. This game, it's a battle royale. The time to kill, like, it's one of those things where I'm so used to other shooters where I expect someone to die in a certain amount of time, and it takes way longer in battle royale, to the point where I feel like I have to empty like an entire like 3 magazines worth of ammo to get someone down, you know. And I was trying to be good at it too. I even like studied all like the recoil patterns of each gun and stuff. Like I was really trying, and I could not do anything.
Oh wow.
So I just said forget it. Like that
hardcore in a shooter before, like recoil patterns. I'm just like, I ain't got time for that. I'm just gonna point at things and hope I shoot it and it dies.
Yeah.
Which is probably not the way to go. I'll never be pro, but I've accepted this. A long long time ago.
Yeah, I don't try to be a pro at anything. I don't own any replica props, but their figures are great now. You see my collection, it's 95% NECA. Yeah, you got a bomb-ass NECA collection. Yeah, I try to stay away from like figures these days just because I'm like, I'm at a point in my life where I think of everything practically, and it's like, yeah, sure, I'd like a big Doomslayer figure, but do I really need it? You know, not really.
Listen, man, I've got to shoot. It's been fun.
No problem.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Anytime.
Good luck with the rest of the stream.
Thank you. Next time I stream, I'll have your alerts hopefully put in.
Sweet. No worries, man.
All right. Oh, great. We had a teammate quit. Nice.
Gain the lead.
Ah, come on. Where were you? Oh, this is like 3 guys there. Toy collector problems. Yep. There really hasn't been anything I've ever like collected. But there are people who will be like, I gotta collect every Xenomorph figure I see. I'm not like that. I'm not that kind of guy. I like to collect a little here and there of each, you know, each little thing. The only time I've ever come close to collecting something is like Dead Space stuff. But even then, I've never like sought out like the NECA figures for Dead Space or anything like that. So.
Gain the lead.
Oh, hello. Midair. No, they're hell expensive now. Yeah, I know they are. Very. Whoa! Dude, that jump scared me. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. I can't even see him. But yeah, like Dead Space, like I have the first game, the second game, the third game. What's it called? I have Dead Space Extraction on PS3 digitally, and then I have a physical copy on Wii. Even though I don't have a Wii, but I got it because it was like $5 bucks. Why not? And then I have the soundtrack that came with Dead Space 2, the collector's edition, because a friend of mine had the collector's edition. He didn't want the soundtracks, so he gave it to me. And then I have all 3 soundtracks to the Dead Space series. And I think you already know this, Brando. I think I told you, or yeah, I think I said it somewhere, but I actually have all 3 soundtracks to the Dead Space series that were signed and sent to me by the composer himself, Jason Graves, which is like one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me, probably. And those soundtracks don't exist. Like you can't like buy them anywhere. Like they're very rare promotional CDs basically that he would give out to select people. You can't buy them anywhere, so it's pretty awesome to have. I'm a completionist when it comes to Aliens, so it's either I have them all or I don't have any. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a mindset I try not to get in. It's a dangerous path. If he wouldn't have jumped, I would have got him. I'm getting smoked today, man.
Double kill.
No scope. Get out of the way, dude. Come on. You have all this space to move around.
Killing spree.
Oh, look at that.
Double kill.
Oh, yeah. Keep this going, hopefully. Got him. Oh yeah. Ooh, feels good. That's fine. Yeah. 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 Oh, I don't know how I'm going on this streak right now. Jeez. Get some sweaty plays in today. Okay, ended my streak, but that was pretty good. That was a good streak. Louis Nostromo. Oh, I know him. He's a cool guy. I follow him on Instagram. Louis Nostromo collects those high-end alien collectibles. I want the H-Gear Gear big chat, but it's 1800. Yeah. Dude, that guy's nuts. He has like his whole like garage like painted and like outfitted to look like the Nostromo, and he has another part that looks like Hadley's Hope. It's crazy. Life-size face hugger. Ooh, nice. I don't have any alien merch actually. I don't even own the Blu-rays. Isn't that sad? Because when I lived with my parents, I just used my dad's set, which was the Alien Anthology, which is the only way to hit the Alien movies, in my opinion. However, that might change because I did put the Anthology on my Christmas list, and I think my fiance might have gotten it for me. If not, that's fine. I'll probably just end up getting it myself someday because it's like 20 bucks on Amazon. It's a steal. 20 bucks for all 4 movies plus 2 bonus discs with like tons of bonus features. No brainer. Oh. Oof. $18. Wow, that's a pretty nice score. Be quiet.
Spree. Game over.
Nice. Look at that. Even with just 3 of us, 19 kills on my end and 50 as a team. It's good. I think we're gonna leave it there. I think that's a good match to leave off on. Let's leave on a positive. Watch this.
Welcome back to Keka Cringe with Master Chief. Arbiter, let's see your meme.
Here you go, Spartan. I assure you that this is Keck. What are your thoughts, Demon?
Excellent work, Arbiter. This is definitely Kek.
No! The Arbiter's meme is cringe!
Settle down, jerk store grunt. It's
Settle
time
down.
to see your meme.
Okay, here you go!
Can't even see it. The quality's so bad.
I'm sorry, but this is cringe. You know what happens now.
Oh my god, you can't even see. It's so poorly made. Oh my god.